Welcome in to Park City High School for KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week. We got a great way to start off our boys coverage this year. The 2-0 Davis Darts heading up to take on the 2-0 Park City Miners. Thank you for joining us, everyone. My name is Dane Stewart. Excited to bring you this contest here tonight. We'll get into the matchups of the teams as this one quickly underway here. Davis in the road, brown and gold, and Park City in the home, white and red. Davis coming in 2-0. Impressive wins for the Darts early on this year as they have the opening face-off, and they'll set this up here with Andrew Murphy. Wins over Riverton and Bingham. Both of those were decided by double figures. Bingham trying to keep the offense and defense humming as it has been in the early part of the season. And coming in to lead the way in scoring for Bingham is Luke Donegan. The senior attackman has 8 goals, 7 for Rocky Edelman. As a shot here, that fended off by Gordon of Park City, and 6 for Breck Jensen. It's the other leading goal scorer for the Darts on the year. Meanwhile, for Park City, they come in 2-0 as well. And a couple of impressive wins, one over Lone Peak and then an overtime win against Judge. And both those by 1 goal. As Park City here coming up the field with Harper Brent as the Miners will set up their offense. The scoring, a lot of depth for Park City this year. Crew Kimball, the freshman, with 5 goals to lead the way, 3 for Alnwick and 2 for Marsland. As Park City, they haven't scored as many as Davis, but boy, their defense has been strong, and they're going to need a strong night from their keep. Speaking of the Miners, starting goalies for each side tonight. Will both be tested as this one, boy, knocked out. Good physical play there on the boundary by the Miners. As Park City will start with it. Here's Wyatt Knapp. Works out here with Wade Birch. As Park City bringing Alnwick on here and Belanti. As Vince has it here, works near side. Park City back at X. Want to remind you the clock you see on your screen, unofficial. At times we'll start it early, stop it late, that sort of thing, as we try to keep it trued up with the official clock here in the stadium. Marsland still on that. Good defensive work there by Carter Sant. Multi-year starter, long pole for the Darts. Has it here again as Davis working on the clear. Pushed up with Christian Bott. As Davis setting up here, Dawson Draper. Draper with a little step here. Worked around, sent up top. Here's Wood, Ashton Wood with a shot, and that will be backed up by the Darts. Starting this off is Edelman for Davis, trying to work against Knapp. Edelman pushed out. Smothered. Draper sends back with Wood. Wood working to his left. Good slide coming over there. Harper Brent doing a nice job there defensively. Draper working to his right, keeping that head up. A shot there, saved, and a flag coming in here as we'll get our first penalty of the game. And it will be a 30-second technical, and Reese Smith called for his first. So man up here for Davis. A little room there. The shot on the goal. Boy, that's a quick strike for Davis on the man up as it's Ashton Wood scoring his 4th goal of the season, putting Davis ahead here 1-0. Boy, got to like that execution if you're Coach Yoakum. An early man-up opportunity off the interference call, and Wood able to go top corner. Able to score it. This face-off possessed by Park City, but that pass off the mark, and it's turned over. We'll head the way now of the Darts. Here's Manalga, the senior, working through the middle. As Davis will set up their offense here once again. Sent up for Draper. Wood to his right. They're forced wide by Davis. Sent to the middle. Nice collapsing defense there by Park City. And it will be minor possession. Talk about this Park City team coming in 2-0. Wins over Lone Peak and Judge. Both of those did a really nice job of shutting down opposing offenses. As Park City with a shot there is just wide, backed up here. Is Kimball able to track that down? He'll start it. Here with just over 7 to go in this opening quarter. 1-0 Davis off the goal from Ashton Wood. Tommy Fannin gives over with Bertrand. So you see Murphy there forcing him to his left. Park City coming near side now. Here is the freshman Kimball. Had that knocked loose, but able to maintain the possession. Fannin sending over. Alnwick dumping inside. A shot there and a goal. Boy, beautiful job working the levels, as it was Bryce Bertrand with the Park City goal to tie it up at 1. Boy, you see aggressive defense there by Park City trying to force that ball out, and Park City able to find Bertrand just about 8 yards away from the cage. But turn around, get a shot on quickly. Nice heady play there. 1 apiece here between these two. As Park City winning the possession. As Birch here works back over. Oh, a little bit of room opening up now. That one bounced wide and backed up here. I like the idea there, especially after the defender kind of lost their footing. Park City still with it. Skipped across. Birch works up. That shot is wide. When you see the hard check there coming in by Nosier. Nosler, sorry. Marsland wanted to send that across, but that is off the mark and out of play. Talk about these two programs off to good starts here in 2025. They each lost in their respective state championship games last year. Park City won. They ran into the buzzsaw of the Brighton Bengals. Brighton off to a strong start again this year. They'll have some key pieces they have to replace. Speaking of Brighton, of course, two region rivals there. Speaking of Park City and the Bengals. As Dawson Draper with it on that far side, trying to get around Brent. Oh, wanted to feed to Breck Jensen. And that one kept in. Nice job tracking that down there by Donegan. Wood trying to get around the defensive Davis. Sent over that shot. Well, I don't know if Gordon saw that one. Here's Draper. Wood down that right alley. Boy, shut down there well by Max Gordon. The junior goalie with a beautiful save and an outlet. Here comes Park City. Reese Smith pushing ahead for the Miners. Gave with Marsland, and Park City now will settle it down. 3.5 to go here, opening quarter. One apiece. Deegan McCloskey, who just came on at us here for Park City. Sizing up for a bit of a burst. McCloskey down that left alley. Worked around Bertrand. Park City goal scorer with it here. Gives back with Ian. Good patient possession here for Park City. Here's a shot, and that one fended off, backed up here. Marsland works up. Here's a windup and a shot. That's saved. Tracked down by Marsland, but taken away by Sant. Carter Sant being pursued here by Marsland. He'll try to get this ahead. Murphy with space. Edelman coming around goal. Wyatt Knapp really forcing him out. Now here's Clark as we're inside 2 to go in this opening quarter. Going to try to make Clark move it as you see Brent come out. Wood to the middle. Sends over. That shot was just wide and backed up here. Boy, good look there from Minalga. A little deke there. That shot sailed high and backed up here once again. Now it's Davis with the possession with a few shots. That one leapt out of the cross and gathered by Park City. Smith was forced out there, and so Davis able to regain the possession here with 63 seconds left. Christian Bott coming on here. Here's Wood. Sent behind. Now out. Here's a shot and a goal. Davis striking with 32 seconds left. It is Spencer Clark with the goal for the Darts, 2-1. Boy, really like that job by Davis from behind cage, sending that out up top. Clark with a quick gather and shot with the finish. Good, crisp-looking play there. A face-off win here by Davis, gathered by Dibble. Dibble wanted to play over. That was deflected down by Gibbs. Park City trying to possess as this is loose and gathered by the Miners. 20 seconds left in the quarter. Reese Smith with it. Gives back over to Ruzek, who's on the run. Sent wide. Wind. Fire. That is wide and backed up here. Will stay with Park City. I'll put 14 seconds on the clock here. Boy, really love that transition by Park City. Got a good look. Sent over. That shot was just wide, and it's Davis winning it on the chase. Charlie Shoup deemed the closest to, so he'll start it here for the Darts. 5 seconds left, and through one, the visitors of Davis with the early 2-1 lead over Park City. You're watching KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week, presented by Heidemann and Associates on KSLSports.com. Welcome back. Start of the second quarter, 2-1 Davis. Goals from Ashton Wood and Spencer Clark. The lone goal scorer for Park City was Bryce Bertrand. As we are ready for our second quarter, that first one was fun, up and down pace. As a stick check there, able to knock it loose. That was Charlie Dibble, able to deflect it away, but a ground ball here still being scrapped for, and Park City able to gain with Ruzek. Ruzek's done a nice job on the faceoff. It's actually two teams that are strong on the faceoff coming into this one. Ruzek with a 5:56 faceoff win, and Dibble with an 8:39 faceoff win has been dominant, but in the early going, it's feel like it's been about 50-50 here early on. See if that will maintain through the course. There's an open shot there, and that was just fended off by Tristan Tucker, the starting goalie for the Darts tonight. Comes in with a .538 save percentage through his first couple of games, and boy, that was a rocket that he saw and able to play well. Davis now will set up here with Breck Jensen. Edelman works up, little space here for Draper. As Clark coming back on, but it's Wood who has it on the far side. Ashton got a little lane there. He'll come in and scores. Ashton Wood with his second goal of the game. And you see that quick move. It all starts on that wing. And once he's got that defender beat, tough to recover. And it's a 2-goal lead here for the Darts. Boy, he's been active tonight. He came in with, well, we didn't talk about it actually. He came into tonight with 3 goals, at least that's what was reported. 7 assists for Wood coming into the contest tonight. And a pair of goals here early on. You got to love that if you're Davis. One of the returners off of the Davis High team last year. We talked about Park City losing to Brighton. Davis lost to Corner Canyon in an epic 6A state championship game in double overtime. As Reese Smith, he'll take the shot, and that is saved. Boy, Tristan Tucker with an impressive save there for Davis. Tucker bringing this ahead. Looking for somewhere to go. Able to find Wood. As Tucker now will retreat back to his crease. Edelman having to deal with Reed McCurdy. Back with Dawson Draper and around to Bott. Christian. Nice stick check there by Davis. Got him off balance, able to maintain it. Once again, little shot there, and that was, well, I don't know, that might have hit the mask, yeah. Wood appearing dialed in tonight, feeding in front, little turnaround, and a save made. Boy, Davis getting good looks right in front of the cage. Here this last minute or so, Donegan will play back over with Draper. 9 to go here in the first half. Dawson to the middle. Slide came, works over. Wood the shot, and that is wide, backed up here. Boy, Davis offensively been relentless on this possession. Little space there, fed across. Boy, nice help there on that backside defensively. And a crease violation will give it to Park City. So the Miners able to hold their own on the defensive end. You wouldn't expect anything less from this program. Been known so well for their defense over the years. Of course, their offense has been pretty impressive too. And I'd love to get that offense going here. They've had some good looks. Tucker's made probably 2 or 3 really athletic saves here in this first half. Bertrand coming on. McCloskey from X. Trying to find a little bit of room. Help coming. That one high in the sky as Sant able to pick it up for the darts. And Davis now working on the clear. Here's James Romney. That one jarred loose. Ground ball here that Davis able to recover there with Edelman. And do we have a timeout taken? Yes, we do. Davis able to take the timeout. 7:20 to go. The Darts will have it with a 3-1 lead when we come back here in our second quarter. Davis possession. 7:20 to go here, first half. Dane Stewart with you. Good battle here between these two undefeated teams. And runners up in 6A and 5A from last year. Wood will give this out. Manalga. Draper thought about it, lost it. Park City trying to run ahead here, create an opportunity. Brent is Sant there defensively, and Sant able to gather it for the Darts. Carter still with it here. Able to split the duo. And now, I thought Carter was going to retreat. There he goes. Draper will send back up here with Wood as the Darts have brought Clark back up. Wood trying to work around Smith. Gives to Draper. Shot there. That's saved away by Gordon. Ashton Wood. Little room there. Wood with a shot, and that just wide. Touched and could not be. Oh. No, I will stay with Draper. Or with Davis. My apologies. Tough angle shot there. Davis is able to back up. Wind up. And that was high. A rising shot there by Wood. Flat shot there as that defense was coming over, and now Park City working on the clear. Gordon trying to get this ahead with Davis. That pass a little strong, out of play. Last touched by Davis. It will be Park City possession. And I think Park City wants a timeout here. Yeah. Coach Persky wanted to talk to his group. Just inside of 5 to go. Davis still with a 3-1 lead here on KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week. Park City will start with it. Birch works to the angle here with Fannin. Feels like it's been a while since Park City's been able to have an opportunity to execute on the offensive end. Here's a little lane taken away, but worked in front there by Alnwick. That shot didn't make its way through. Park City still on it. Birch able to regather it. Fannin will play this behind. As we've got 4 to go here in this first half. Sent up. Marsland with the shot. And that is backed up. Marsland works over. Kimball trying to keep it here. Got a stick on the ground here. Regathered by the Davis D. Marsland pushed below GLE here. Trying to work against Sant. The little wraparound that is tracked by Tucker. And Tristan making the save again. That one intercepted. Great read. Birch working in front. Shot and a kick save by Tucker. Wow. Back-to-back saves by Tucker. Park City not done. Birch with the shot, and that is wide. And it will be backed up here by Park City. Boy, what a stand for the junior goalie, Tristan Tucker, for Davis. Gotta love the push here by Park City. If you're a Miner fan, you'd love for this to get in the back of the goal. Tristan Tucker right now, I don't know what his pregame was, but keep doing whatever he's doing. Alnwick will send up for Henry Alnwick. Regathered by Belanti. Trying to get this back with Marsland. Birch trying to get to the middle. Defender loses his footing. Birch the shot, and that is wide and backed up. Park City trying to start quickly. Sant trying to push that low. That knocked loose and gathered by Murphy. Here's Easton Frazier coming right through the middle. And we've got a Davis timeout. 1:45 left. Coach Yoakum going to talk to his group, see if they can get another goal. Davis leading 3-1. Davis ready to start it up here. 1:43 left. Well, that one kind of lost. Jensen was trying to find it. And Davis able to maintain. A little patience here with Edelman. As we approach the final minute. Edelman plays up, worked around, Wood. We'll give back to Draper. He'll take the shot. That one did not make its way through, and Park City had it. They'll give back to Gordon. 50 seconds left here in this first half. Park City, see if the Miners can create another opportunity. Gordon. And now Park City will take their final timeout of the half. 34 seconds left. And Coach Persky looking to set up one last shot here in the first half. Maybe the last opportunity for Park City here in this first half. As it's been a half for Tristan Tucker. He had about a 60, 90-second window where, man, he made some really impressive saves. And Henry Alnwick keeping this here, down to 12. Gives to Marsland. Marsland trying to work at GLE. That shot was disrupted. Couldn't tell if that was the stick of Thorpe or Sant, but either way, didn't come through cleanly. The heave down the field, and that will do it. First half in the books, and it is the 2-0. Davis starts with the 3-1 lead over Park City at the break. You're watching KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week, presented by Heidemann and Associates. Welcome back. Boy, crazy how fast halftimes fly. Our apologies there as we are getting kind of reset here. 3-1, Davis with the lead at the start of this second half. Dane Stewart here with you. Just one goal scored in that second quarter. It was by the Darts. And they will start with the possession here in this third quarter. Wood gives over to Draper. Thought about it. Good defensive positioning there as that shot was wide but backed up. 11:17 left. We're going to let our clock here kind of pick up as we were late getting back. You know, and the lesson here is this is why it's so important to stay focused in sports, because you just never know what's going to happen. There was a flag on the play, and I had missed that one. It's going to be on Park City, so this will be the second opportunity for Davis going man up. Illegal body check there called, so that'll be a 1 minute non-releasable. Costly here for Park City. And Davis converted on their only other man-up opportunity in the game. And Davis could really do some damage here. Worked near the goal, and that might have ricocheted off the pipe eventually, but it falls to Gordon, or he's able to gather it, I should say. And now Park City with the possession, and they can work off the remainder of this penalty. Davis here being pests as the long outlet up. Nobody there, and Sant able to gather it back for Davis. So Davis coming back ahead, about 30 seconds left. No, my bad, about 10 seconds left here on the man up, I believe. Here's Wood. He'll take the shot, and that one captured by Gordon. Gordon tried to get that up on the clear, but could not be possessed. And a flag now coming in here. So the time has been served, and I think the penalty here, well, we'll see what gets called. Donegan working up with Draper. A shot there, goes topside and scores. Dawson Draper with his first goal of the game, and that'll make it a 4-1 lead for Davis. The explanation here coming from the official, I think it'll be waved off. Yep. So I think I have an idea, but I don't want to speculate, but I believe that the penalty had been served, but I think that the player was late to release out of the box. So I think Park City brought the person back on because the time had been served, and I think that the official might have gotten a little confused seeing the player still in the box. I think that's purely speculative. Not trying to throw our officials in front of the bus there, but he did wave it off. Didn't look like Coach Yoakum had much of a debate over it. That goal will count. It is 4-1, and it's another man-up goal scored by Davis. They're 2 for 2 today with the extra attacker. A dangerous pass across the field, but does find its way through for Davis. That is Knapp as he works this up with Marsland. And Park City, well, they've had some good looks. Only being able to beat Tucker the one time, and pressure here, and we've got offside the call. It will go back to the Darts. So Davis now working on the clear is Wood. Trying to navigate through the middle, and does. Here's Bott. Wood. Davis there defending. Bott trying to come around that screen. Back behind goal, still with it. Very patient Davis possession here. 8 to play in this third quarter. Draper gives to Wood. Ashton. Draper the shot. And that was deflected on the attempt. And it's Max Gordon. Working through Williamson. A lot of room here through the middle. Gibbs, he'll take the shot. A bouncer is wide and backed up. It'll stay. Henry will give out with Marsland, and now Birch. Been 3 unanswered goals for the Darts since that first quarter. Birch will give here to Smith. Reese. Nice little step around his shot, and it is saved again by Tucker. Again, a .538 save percentage coming in. That's certainly going up through 2.5 quarters here tonight. Sant will play this ahead as Davis will bring the offense on. The other thing is there's a lot of one-and-dones here recently as well. Tucker's been that strong between the pipes. Here's Wood. Reese Smith there defensively, but really being physical. Draper. Oh, big check. Able to fend it off. Here's room. Draper. Nice little spin. He'll take the shot. A riser that misses and is backed up. Here's Wood with room. Got Smith in the air. That was wide. Backed up again. Donegan. Quick step by Draper. Try to give over there with Clark. There's a shot and a goal. Boy, just a deceptive look there for Christian Bott as he scores his first goal of the season and makes it 4 unanswered for the Darts. Boy, that is such a quick shot there, and one that, boy, Gordon, you don't really see it coming. The defender's in a good position, but the ability there of Bott to get that shot around the defender, and that one just jumped on Cage. A face-off win here by Park City. Can the Miners capitalize it? They have been very strong from the dot. Here comes Ruzek as he'll drop this behind. Henry will give here with Fannin. Fannin in the middle. Tried to play behind there for Billy Alnwick. Ground ball here. Sant, boy, he has been so good today. A long pole defenseman for Draper. And does what he's done all night, and that is gain the possession back for Davis. And now the Darts trying to work it up here. Boy, just to Draper. Dawson with a little bit of room. He'll play over. Breck Jensen. Sometimes you're in the right spot there as Donegan was coming to and able to gather that ground ball. Dave's done a great job controlling tempo and really striking quickly. But when the opportunity's been there, haven't forced a lot. Little move there by Clark. Will give back here. Set up. Wood. Thought about the shot. Extra pass. Draper. He tries to work to the middle. Gives back to Ashton. And see, this is what we're talking about. Davison just settle it back down. No need to play beyond themselves. Been very opportunistic. 3:40 to go here in the third. Draper gives over. There's a shot from Wood that might have been deflected. It was wide regardless. Back at X, Donegan gives here with Jensen. Boy, high in the air. Wood able to track that the entire way. Draper able to leap up to keep that. Maybe equipment there. Davis here will restart it with Jensen wide. 3 to go here in the third. Draper tried to feed in front. Boy, that one jumped on Jensen quickly. Couldn't possess it, and now Park City trying to clear. Knapp tried to work that wide with Williamson. Now a ground ball that Wyatt's able to scoop up. Right in front. Boy, that was one that I don't know if Tucker saw either, but it was wide and will stay here on the backup. Clock here still sitting at 2:35. We're just going to wait. There we go. 2.5 to go. Fannin trying to roll to the middle. He'll take the shot, and that is wide, backed up again. Billy works up. Here's a shot, and that was pushed wide. Tucker's playing with a lot of confidence right now. He's seen it well. Kimball plays in front, shot on a goal. There it is. Boy, it's been a while. Ian Marsland able to strike for Park City, and that is all started by the freshman Crew Kimball behind the cage, able to find Ian for his third of the season. Boy, really great job trying to get that defense tracking that ball from behind goal, and it's a great job by Kimball, his second assist of the season. As we talked about, remember that stoppage on that last Davis possession? Thought it might have been an equipment issue. It does look like Charlie Shoup heading over to have something looked at. As off of this face-off, trying to be possessed by Davis, but that ball's still on the ground, and Park City comes up with it. That's knocked out and taken immediately by Murphy. .80 seconds left here in the third. Played behind, Donegan works with Jensen, and now Wood will show that same patience. Draper up top. Straight away, building momentum. Gives inside, and that one able to be smothered by Max Gordon. Inside a minute. Boy, how big would a goal be for Park City here? Harper Brent looking for help. Sent over. Marsland just came on, but you see Shoup racing on, so his issue appears to be remedied. 30 seconds to go in the third. Marsland down that right alley, pushed below cage. Boy, had a man right in front. Couldn't get it to him. That was Kimball. He was all alone. Henry coming around. He'll take the shot and score. And just like that, Park City building a little bit of offensive momentum here late in this third quarter. Henry Alnwick with his first of the game, fourth of the season, pulls Park City back to within two here with 15 seconds left in the third. Boy, and proof if you ever needed this, sometimes you just got to stick with it. Park City's done so, and they find the goal twice here in the last 2 minutes of this third quarter. We got ourselves a game again. It's this ball still on the ground, clock down to 4, and that will do it. Through 3, it is 5-3, but the Miners building momentum as we head to the fourth quarter on KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week. Start of the fourth quarter. 5-3. Davis leading Park City. The Darts were in control of this game, and a pair of Park City goals have it back to a 2-goal difference. Davis with the face-off win. That was deflected and backed up here by the Darts. Good closeout there. I think that was Reed McCurdy that came over defensively. Tough work, little no-look shot there, backed up again. There's Donegan. Sent up, Draper. Little room, trying to feed in front. And boy, maybe got caught there. Couldn't tell if that was a shot or maybe looking for a pass, and maybe got caught in midair. Seeing no one there. Either way, Max Gordon comes away with it, and now Park City in transition. Miners coming ahead. Here's Reese Smith. He'll be patient. Park City bringing their offense up. Marsland. He'll send over. There's a shot looking for that far post. Boy, what a look and a shot. Billy Alnwick could see exactly where he was trying to go. There was not a lot of room there, but Alnwick with a beautifully placed shot and a goal. And Park City with 3 straight have pulled back to now a 1-goal difference. Marsland credited with the assist. "5-4", back to the face-off. This has been a strength for Park City tonight. And on this face-off, it ends up in the air. And it's Davis coming away with it as Andrew Murphy came in to possess. He's got a little bit of room here. Murphy will play this back. Donegan. Bott will give now with Wood. Draper's just come on. It was 4 unanswered goals by the Darts, and it's been 3 since by the Miners. Wood gives back up. Draper, nice little step there, trying to get between the defense, and now just body down, still had it somehow, able to feed that out with Wood. Park City trying to get back in defensive positioning. That was, I think, deflected away by Gordon and backed up here. Started immediately. Edelman coming around, and he scores it. Boy, Edelman with the nice goal for Davis, as that will put an end to that Park City run. 6-4 Darts. And our spotter saying that might have been by Luke Donegan. So I called Edelman. Our PA guy called Edelman, but we'll go with our spotter there. And we'll credit that to Luke. 9th on the year for Donegan. Park City able to get the win off of that face-off. Davis working up. Marsland sending over, a lot of room here. Kimball takes a step, he'll take the shot and score. There's the freshman. My goodness. What a rip. First goal of the night for Crew Kimball, his 6th of the season. I was excited to see him play. Had a nice assist earlier as Park City was putting that run together, but you see that look. Had some snap to it. Marsland with another assist for Park City. And Park City with the immediate answer. So back to a 1-goal difference here. Inside 9 to play in regulation. That one over pursued. And Park City able to gather the possession. It was Ruzek coming in to finish it off. Here's Marsland, 3 points tonight for him unofficially. Has a goal, a couple of assists. Billy Alnwick. He'll roll to the middle, a bounce shot there that's able to be handled there by Tucker. That's such the strong start, and after giving up a couple, I don't want to say lack confidence. You can kind of see, I think that's a good save for him just to kind of get resettled here after this Park City surge. Room for Wood. Davis trying to take advantage of the numbers. That in front, that one couldn't be handled. Ball trickling through the middle as Bott trying to regather, but Park City was there as Brent swept it back. But it is picked up there by Christian Bott for the Darts. Draper. Dawson. Reese Smith. Good physical check there. Here's Wood. He'll come down that right alley. Has room, the shot, and a goal. Ashton Wood with a beautiful take. His third of the game. Wood with a hattie. Boy, you could kind of see the way that Davis had worked that ball around. You get Ashton Wood, that right side was open and able to go right down the alley. Sent it across the frame of Gordon. Nice touch there for Ashton. And Davis back to a 2-goal lead. Still battling. Here, this ground ball. Reese Smith able to gather. He'll play ahead. Here's Billy Alnwick as Park City will bring on Birch. Approaching the midway point here in this fourth quarter. Offense really picked up. Boy, Kimball was trying to kind of catch and shoot that quickly. Just kind of leapt out of the pocket before he could fully get his bearings about him. Here's Marsland. Ian had it. Trying that little soft touch shot to fit it right underneath the crossbar there. Backed up by Park City. Marsland from X. Slide coming from Sant. Well, good help there defensively. Sent up. Room. Birch. He'll take the shot and score. And a flag going to come in here after the goal. And now there's going to be extras coming in. Birch, credit with the goal. You saw the contact coming in afterward as Birch scoring his first. I think you're going to have penalties on both teams here. As after Birch's goal, there was some talking by a Park City player. We'll wait for the official calls here coming, but there's a minor already in the box knowing he probably earned that one. As there are, again, officials still conversing here. As we wait, the official calls coming. 5:41 left. This will be the first Davis penalty of the game. So they'll count the goal. A dead ball foul on Davis. The illegal body check will be 2 minutes non-releasable. And then the unsportsmanlike conduct here going to be called on Park City. That'll be a 1-minute non-releasable. So at the end of all of this, Park City will eventually have a 1-minute man-up opportunity, but they'll have to play a minute first.
There were 2 penalties on the play. One on Davis, number 14, for cross-check. It's 2 minutes unreleasable.
So 5:41 left. It'll be each team, well, even strength here for 1 minute, and then it will be the man up for Park City. But Park City here will start with the possession, given the penalty call. So it will be Marsland to start with it. And this can be where Park City can really come back in this game, tie, take a lead. They'll have more room to work with here. But then after this next minute, it will be the man up for 60 seconds. Billy Alnwick with it. Near side will work up. Birch. Thought about it. Gives back to Billy. Billy with the left-handed shot is just wide. The chase, and it will be backed up. Boy, that's a good hustle there by Henry Alnwick. It looked like Davis had great positioning, but Alnwick didn't give up, able to maintain it for the Miners. So here is Billy again, coming around Cage. Hit the brakes, working right in front. Little bounce shot through the wickets, and we are tied up on the creative, crafty goal by Henry Alnwick. His second of the game. Going 5-hole to tie us up at 7. Park City trailed 5-1 in the third quarter. They've come back to tie it up. As Dibble going to come back out here for Davis to take this face off. A pivotal one, as it feels like all the momentum building for the home side. This face-off, tied up. Smith able to gather for the Miners. Getting ever closer, that man up. Reese Smith working through traffic. The shot there fended off. And it is Tucker on the chase. Able to win it for Davis. As the Park City time is now served. Park City now man up for 1 minute, but Davis has the possession. They can trickle this off if they can maintain it. Through the middle for Draper. Good check there put on by Brent, but doesn't dislodge. And now we've got a timeout taken by Davis. 4:15 to go in regulation. We are tied up at 7 on KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week. Welcome back. 4:15 to go here in regulation. And I think about 40 seconds left. 36, there we go. 36 seconds left here on the man-up opportunity for Park City, but it will be Davis to start us off here. As Wood taking this behind goal. Sends up here for Bott. Penalty here down to 10 seconds left. Here's Edelman. As the final seconds ticking away, it'll be Breck Jensen coming on here. Time served, back to even strength. Donegan. Boy, that one tough. Able to be captured by Bott. Christian's got a little bit of room here. He'll send up Wood. Both these two teams 2-0, trying to remain undefeated in the early part of the season. This obviously has huge RPI implications, as still a couple weeks before that'll be released. But this is a big game for both these two teams. Trying to strengthen that. Inside 3 to go. Here's a shot, and Gordon with maybe his most important save of the game. A heater there from Ashton Wood, that Max Gordon. That name just has such good sound to it. Sounds like a superhero, and a superhero save there for the Miners by Max Gordon. And now Park City going to take their first time out of this second half. Wanted to save possession. 2.5 to go. The Miners will have it when we come back. Park City possession. Smith starting with it, able to bring it ahead. 2:30 left. This game was 5-1, about 4 to play in the third quarter. They'll give to Kimball. Birch looking for a lane. He'll come back. A bounce shot there and scores. The bounce shot from Wade Birch. His second here of this fourth quarter gives Park City, I think, their first lead of the game. Boy, it looked like that bounce shot. I don't know if there was a spin on that, but it certainly ricocheted up, and Tucker did all he could to try to save it. But, man, that was an unorthodox kind of bounce, and Park City on top. They win the faceoff. Here's Reese Smith with a shot, and that one, don't know that it made its way through, but Park City able to maintain it. And, was that? Yep. I'll be back here to Davis. 1:40 left. Here's Wood. Tripped up there. We'll play through it. Ashton. Gives over a shot and a goal. Boy, that was scored quickly. Breck Jensen able to beat Gordon as Davis with the quick response and answer. Back to even. I think Wood will be credited with the assist on that one. Six different goal scorers today by my count for Davis. And I think 6 different goal scorers for Park City as well. Critical face-off here, 1:17 to go. A true scrum, and the cover will give it to Davis. Boy, how aggressive are you if you're the Darts? You don't want to see Park City back on that possession given how effective they've been this last quarter. As we're inside the final minute. Wouldn't surprise me to see maybe you hold this to 15 seconds or so and then look to engage your offense. Of course, overtime would be a golden goal scenario, and they'll give over. There's a shot and a goal. Davis taking the lead. Hey, never mind that. Beautiful find, Spencer Clark from just about 5 yards out, able to quickly capture, put it on goal, beat Gordon And Davis retakes the lead here, 9-8 with 38 seconds left. Boy, what a play. I mean, I'm just thinking, you don't want to give that up. And Davis like, no, we're going to go run our offense. And so we're back to the face-off. Park City with the win. Down to 30 seconds left. One timeout left for the Miners, and they will use it here. 29 seconds to go. Timeout Park City. They will have it in a must-score situation when we come back. Park City possession. 29 seconds left. It's been back-to-back goals for Davis to retake the lead here after they led for the majority of the contest. Here's Birch. Down that right alley, we'll play back. 20 seconds to go. That pass off the mark. Across the middle, and it will be Davis possession. 14 seconds left. The Darts start it. And we've got a whistle, a timeout taken by Davis with 11 seconds to go. Timeout, Darts. Oh, a miscue for the Miners as they were trying to outlet that up top where there was room. The pass was off the mark. That ball came across the midline. Davis possession, and they are 11 seconds away from improving to 3-0 and getting a huge road win here at Park City. We'll be back with the conclusion after this. What a game. We thought this would be a good one. It's been great. Davis led 5-1. Park City came back to tie it up, took their only lead of the game, 8-7 the Miners did, and then Davis re-exerting their offense, back-to-back goals to take a 9-8 lead here. And it's Spencer Clark right now with the game winner for the Darts. They'll start it here with 10 seconds to go. 11 seconds to go. Desperation for Park City. And that, well, we had a quick whistle there. It'll be Park City possession. 7 seconds to go here. Actually, officials here are going to converse real quickly. There's going to be a little bit of a delay here. That will allow Park City to get set up. They've got 6.6 on the clock. Nope. They're going to call errant whistle there. So it will be Davis possession here. 6 seconds to go. And now the Darts should be able to run this out. A double team there, picked up, won't matter. Little takedown. There's a flag in on the play, and that will do it. Davis comes up to Park City and get an impressive 9-8 win over the Miners. Boy, so many different directions we could go with this one. You talk about the saves Tristan Tucker had through the first nearly all three quarters. Had a couple Park City goals late in that third, but I love the response by the Miners. When it looked like just a tough offensive night, they hung with it. Wade Birch had an impressive game. Henry Alnwick as well. Ian Marsland had a goal, number of assists. We saw the freshman Crew Kimball with an absolute rocket shot and finish. But Davis able to come back. 4 goals scored in this fourth quarter for the Darts, including the game winner by Spencer Clark. Ashton Wood had 3. Clark had the 2. All-around team win for the Darts. These two teams both very, very good. They are going to be poised for postseason runs in 6A and 5A, but tonight the Darts just 1 goal better as they get the win 9-8. Want to thank you for joining us here on KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week. For Vince Francis, my name is Dane Stewart. Thank you so much. Come back, join us. We got more lacrosse all week next week, girls games and boys games, and we'll even have our first lacrosse videos coming out next week as we catch up on all the action throughout the state, only right here on KSLSports.com.